You, just stay right where you are. And watch the story unfold. It'll all be over soon.
Stop this, Chester!
And there's Elena.
Please, you have to stop this.
I know what I have to do, Elena. Our parents were murdered. Our home was burned to the ground. You may not remember
Burned to the
any of
ground.
it, but I'll never forget.
Except for that one time I forgot.
Except for that one
I
time
do
that I actually did
remember.
forget. What do you mean? None of you knew about this until you talked to the old soldier guy that was held up in a shack because he was like freaking out of all the horrible atrocities that he committed during this time.
I remember our father's voice piercing through the flames, telling everyone to run while he stayed and fought. I remembered the smile on our mother's face as she died, knowing we were safe.
Elena? You?
I remember everything now. It's all just as you said it was. Those years before we came to Redmont, the events of that horrible day, everything.
I wish you wouldn't have. You'd have been better off forgetting it all. But there's no need to worry. I don't intend to involve you in this. This is my struggle, not yours. I would never stain another's hands with blood. Least of all, yours.
Chester, I'm so sorry. You hurt so much all this time, but you kept it all bottled inside to spare my feelings. I never knew. I just never knew. But Chester, this is all for nothing. I don't think it's ever been possible to appease the souls of our people.
What?
They're not here anymore. After all the horrible things they've been through, I think what they really want is just to rest in peace. I know our father would want us to be happy, together. He wouldn't want us to take revenge. Not like this. Not at all, even. I'll never believe that vengeance would make him happy. And that's all I want, Chester. I want him to be happy. And our mother. And you and I, too. I want us all to be happy. You may be stern, self-deprecating, and stubborn as anything. But you're the most dependable, kind, and thoughtful brother I could have ever asked for. You were there for me when our father couldn't be. I love you, Chester. So, please, don't do this. Don't force this on yourself.
Oh, Chester
Whoops,
dies.
the decision was made for you.
Whoops, the decision was made for you, and Chester dies too.
What was that? No. What the hell have you done?
I don't know. I never knew that much about the power of the statues to begin with. The construction of the clock tower, the massacre on Genis Island. I was just doing as I was told.
Whoops.
Whoops, it was the wife all along.
Told? Told by whom?
That would be me.
Priest. I knew it!
Bishop
Yeah,
Nicholas?
I did it!
you did it.
Before...
Count Maguire and Sir Stoddart. You've both done splendidly. Everything is proceeding according to plan.
I see a guy standing in the boss arena. I wonder who it could be.
That chime you heard? It signals that the power of the statues has been conferred to the one true God.
I'm sorry, but there are two goddesses? Thank you very
Nope.
much. Plus, I have the statues. What are you talking about, sir?
What?
Come on, Chester, let's fight him.
Bishop, what are you talking about? I thought you were helping me exact my revenge.
Well, of course, since we were in collusion, I explained to you the secret of the clock tower. And you placed the statues in the appropriate spots, just as I instructed. Now, their power has been drained and infused into the spirit vein that runs beneath this land.
But the light statue still has power. What?
The four streams shall meet deep below the rocks of Genos Island. We're there to reunite as one and awaken Galbalan! The dark mist that's flooded the castle is merely a byproduct of this divine flow of energy.
Divine.
Still, I'd say you achieved your original intention quite admirably. Wouldn't you agree?
Wait, wasn't Galbalan destroyed a long time ago?
I find it highly amusing that a descendant of Genos should be so naive about the nature of Galbalan.
Considering he was a kid, what are you talking about?
Destroyed? Preposterous! An ancient being like that? He was simply drained of his power, cut to pieces, and forced into a wretched sleep. But that all ends now. This world will once again be under the watchful eye of a great and mighty god.
Bishop, you're a man of the cloth. How can you say such blasphemous things?
Oh, I cast off those outmoded beliefs long ago.
He's got the dark red eyes, which means he's evil.
It does
That's
mean
how we
he's
know.
I, Nicholas Garland, seek a true god with true power.
Garland.
Not some mythical deity invented to scare
Garland's-
children.
Does mean something.
I must say, Chester, my plan would never have succeeded so spectacularly were it not for your petty vengeance. I extend to you my deepest gratitude.
Chester did it.
You bastard!
Damn it! He
Right,
shielded.
that's why.
I guess I'm going to have to use this sword!
Ah, I know that blade.
Blade.
To die, you filthy heretic!
Chester!
You don't have the power to properly wield that sword, you fool!
What about me? Power? Do I have the power?
Do you have the power?
But do I have the power?
So, now it's your turn to try in vain, is it? Very well, Adol Kristen. Perhaps you can offer me a worthy challenge. Let's find out, shall we?
I guess. Let us find out if I have the power.
Let's see what you can do.
Oh, that's nice.
Here we go.
Feels like I'm supposed to be able to go elsewhere.
What are you talking about? All right, good
Okay.
attempt.
I have 1 HP.
Yeah.
That's it. I hear. I thought you were to be the next Genos. Restart.
You're coming with me, Chester. There's still one duty you must fulfill.
Gotta reset. Didn't
Your
win.
people sealed God away,
Bad ending.
and the children must suffer for the sins of their fathers.
I like how his first line in this set didn't actually get voice acted.
Yeah.
Just the
weird, right?
first one. Even that one was voice acted.
Wait,
like, come on.
please!
Like, her first line was voice acted. Come on.
Yeah.
If you need a descendant of Genos, then take me, not my brother.
Ah, yes. Leave the sword for me to acquire because I will obtain the power.
You will obtain the power.
Oh, how touching. Such love between brother and sister. Very well. Bring her, Delarn.
Oh, hey. There you are.
Adol, thank you for everything. when you came to rescue me. I was so happy, so moved. Please, make sure Chester pulls through.
After I take the sword.
Well then, gentlemen,
Okay.
I bid
Yep,
you adieu.
that happened. Don't worry about
I
it.
hope you're looking forward to God's revival as much as I am.
That was an interesting glitch.
Yep. Okay. Oh, they're gonna point
Oh,
straight at it.
no.
Oh no.
They
Oh,
did it.
Don't look.
No.
Alright, everything's fine. Oh, look, it's all around this house, too.
So Bishop Nicholas was the puppet master behind this whole ordeal.
So the houses are actually made with this void energy, so that's expected. But the world
Okay.
itself should not have been.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem.
I see.
I just can't believe it's true.
I like how we're all just sitting talking in the house when like the end of the world and like the summoning of some ancient deity is happening.
He
Don't worry
was
about it.
always such a devoted proponent of God's teachings.
We all have this like nice calm music while the world is like ending.
But
I
the
mean, look,
facts are the facts.
The end of the
This
world
is
can't
no
get in
time
through
to
this
wallow
void
in
house.
Disillusionment. Not only has Eleanor been taken, but that earthquake's brought us new monsters, the likes of which we've never seen.
I heard more XP more XP bubbles. That's
Yeah.
all I heard there. It's just more
Galvalan's
monsters
resurrection
means
is
more
indeed
XP.
nigh. The warning signs are all here. Redmont cannot survive much more of this.
Dear Lord, hear my prayer.
Let's not bother God just yet. Man's time is far from over.
Soul
Earhart,
Command.
what in the world are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Mayor. I spoke with McGuire at the inn. He filled me in on the situation, more or less.
You actually listened to the guy who commanded you to murder innocent villagers, whom you secluded yourself from your actions. Like you secluded yourself from your actions from that time. Since that happened,
Yeah.
and you're just gonna go to the inn and talk to the guy.
Yep.
Thought I might lend my strength to the town's defenses.
That would be most appreciated. With you here, we'll be able to stand our ground for as long as it takes. Is there anything you need for the job?
Just for every able-bodied man to join the fray.
Sacrifice everyone in front of you. Gotcha.
And Father Pierre, I'd like for you to gather the women and children and make sure they're safe in the church.
Understood. I'll get right on it.
The only reason why we're listening to this guy is because he has the music.
I mean, he does have listen to me music playing. What are you gonna do,
Now
not
then,
listen to him?
Adol, if you're to set off for Genos Island, there's that
Like,
dock
we're about to
north
have
of
a
the town
montage.
entrance, along the road to the castle.
So the doc that I got here on. Gotcha.
Wait, are you?
You and Dogi came here on a small boat, correct?
Yeah, I've already seen the doc. What are you talking about, dude?
The island's not far offshore. You can see it from the dock and should be able to reach it easily.
Now, wait just 1 second. Elena may have been kidnapped, but you can't seriously be thinking of asking Adol to...
Mayor, this young man has been guided down the path of Genos himself.
Look at me. I've got the protagonist hair. What are you talking about? I'm supposed to do this.
Ultimately, it is his choice whether or not to go. But you know as well as I do which option he'll take. We mustn't hold him back. All we can do is give him our support. Time is precious. I'll start bolstering the town's defenses. Oh, and Adol,
I can just feel
Chester's
montage.
in the room next door. He awoke shortly after I arrived here.
Yes, the room will finally have a purpose.
I believe he has
Yeah.
something he'd like to say to you. Before you go, you may wish to pay him a visit.
Grab the sword that he has. Gotcha.
Whatever do you mean?
You. I must confess, I've made a terrible mistake. I involved innocent people in my quest for vengeance. I played right into the bishop's schemes. And as a result, I helped bring about the resurrection of Galbalan. I'm not worthy to carry this sword. Please, take it.
I have the power!
It's been handed down through generations upon generations of Genesis descendants. With it, you should be able to face the bishop on even footing. Please, save my sister. Save Elena.
Chester lapsed into a deep sleep.
Comatose right after he gave me the sword. How convenient for him to not have to deal with any of the repercussions of his actions.
Yep. Time to go upgrade it with your 16 ore.
I want to just see how much it takes.
Supposedly, there's a way of working on Ravel without damaging it or diluting its energy. Perfect quality smithing. If only I knew the secret, I'm confident I could pull it off and make you the shield of your dreams. Thing is, there are two big obstacles standing in my way. First off, I need more Ravel ore than the miners bring back in a month. And that's a month when the quarry's open. Plus, like I said, when you pound Ravel, you damage it. It's a soft mineral by nature, so there ain't no way around it. I learned the craft from my grandfather, though, and he learned it from the masters on Genos Island. And from all the stories he used to tell, I bet the miracle workers over there knew how to do it.
Go to Genos Island, acquire the secret to make a shield.
Also, a ton of ore.
Also a ton of ore. Good, good. You're ready for the trials ahead. May fortune smile upon you in the battlefield, Alan.
All right, now go see how angry the monsters are on the next screen. Yeah, it's a problem. Don't think about it.
Ah. Very angry.
Yeah, you think because they're small birds, they're pushovers? No. They will mess you up.
They're more like bats. They actually give a decent amount of XP.
Yep.
I don't like that. These tiny basic enemies give me tons of XP.
Yeah. That means when you find a larger one, you know you're in trouble.
That's true.
Oh hey, it's one of those guys. Just casually.
I don't like that. I really don't like that. For those of you who don't know, there's a room that's full of those enemies that literally one-shot you earlier on that I tried to well, I got a new power. Tried to go back and break a wall to get a chest that was inside there, and it was full of those enemies. I'm like, I could probably do that. I deal 1 damage to them and they one-shot me for like 2 times the HP that I had at the time.
It's about right.
I can actually deal damage to them now.
Can do it. No.
Which means
They still hurt.
I need to see how much XP he gives me. I need to know.
You got 0, and there's a reason for that.
Die.
No.
Die.
No. No. No, I don't think he will. In fact, I think he got back up.
Yo, you're
He
late.
probably got back up. It'd be nice to know how much XP those guys would give me, because I could just go kill them
Don't
all
give
in
me
that
that
one room.
look. I'm not
I
very
mean, you
bad
can't.
yet, and this is no time
No?
to be lying around in bed.
That one didn't die.
Elena's
Well, I
been
know.
snatched away,
I need the
right?
bell.
I heard about it back
Yeah.
in town.
Yeah, you need the bell.
Adol filled Dogi in on all the details.
Yep, that's pretty much what I figured.
You figured that the bishop was behind this whole thing entirely from the beginning? Like, come on,
And I
Dougie.
guess you were planning on going to the island all by your lonesome.
No, not that
right?
part.
But he said that I
Man, you
figured.
need to learn to speak up sometimes. Just who do you think you're dealing with here?
Dude, you should speak up when you know the bishop's an evil mastermind this entire time.
First off, the waters are choppy today. Unless you're used to it like I am, you'd never even make it to the island. So, I'm going with you, and that's that.
I've experienced with ocean water.
I mean,
I once
drinking in a
washed
bunch of it.
I once washed up onto a beach before.
Best make sure you got everything you need before we set off, though. I get the feeling that what we're about to face won't go down easy with the usual weapons and armor.
I mean, you're good. He was telling you to go get the sword.
Oh.
The armor is definitely not available yet, and you definitely can't get the shield yet. You're
Can't-
good. Just go.
Can't come
Ready
back.
to ship off to Genos
What do you mean
Island?
you can't come back?
I have the teleport. He's like, are you ready?
All right, let's go save
It sounds like I
Elena.
can't come back after I go with him.
Yeah, no. You have to be able to go back to make the shield.
I know. That's why I'm like, why is he asking me for a confirmation if I'm ready? Like,
That
duh.
was a reminder to go get the sword. Hey, look, the achievement. What does it say?
It says undefined. Divide by 0 is not a function that you're able to do.
Oh, yeah? Okay, but what does it actually say?
Wanderers from East.
It says Wanderer from East.
Is
but
this Wanderer? Okay.
Yeah. It's nice that they snuck in the old title. I mean, the current title. What are you talking about?
What's that game? It doesn't exist.
So, this is where Chester and Elena were born, huh?
Yep. Right
It's
on the
quiet.
stock.
Too quiet. And I don't like it one bit.
Dogi, I don't know about you, but I can definitely hear something. It's not quiet.
Let's just get going before something horrible happens.
What?
Dead.
What'd you do now, Dogi? Did you rip open your stitches or whatever?
Oh, crying out loud. At all. I'm sorry. I won't be able to help you save Elena.
So, Dogi, if you were to come with me, you would die, which means you can't be the Kool-Aid man later in your life.
Don't worry about
This
me.
is an event that has already
You don't
happened
save her.
in my timeline, so
No.
you're not allowed to go die.
Oh, down I go.
Dogi fell unconscious from his wounds.
Is there nothing here?
What do you mean? Why would there be anything here?
Because it's a side path.
No.
It was off screen,
No.
which means it has to contain secrets.
It did. The secret was that sometimes there's nothing.
No. It's just knowledge, it's not secrets.
Secret knowledge.
It's forbidden. Is it really just
Yeah, hey, look at that. Does that look like an octagon to you?
It looks like it looks like an octagon to me.
It's like the waist high cover in shooters.
It's like big room, all tons of waist high cover with a central point where the boss drops in from the ceiling. It's like, yeah,
I knew you'd come.
who are you?
Who are you?
Of course.
Oh, hello.
Everyone from the church is in on it.
At the castle, it was made perfectly clear that you have no hope of defeating us.
I can't wait for when Father Pierre stabs everyone in the town in the back.
And yet here you are. Be it gallant or foolish, you risk it all to save Elena. But I cannot let you pass.
Hey.
My life or yours. The battle ends for one of us. Now.
Sounds good, buddy.
Fight.
Dance. Spin. Fly.
So,
Dance. Spin. Fly.
Yeah,
I mean, you know this pattern. We've done this before.
I have. That is true.
Spin. Spin. Fly. Burn.
I did the no.
Spin. Slice. Slice.
Sure.
Slice. Slice.
Sure.
Slice. Die.
You still get fireballs thrown at you. You still have to jump them.
Spin. Spin. Die. Dance. Slice. Spin. Burn.
I could have done better.
Dance.
Yeah.
Dance.
You're jumping those. Jumping, I mean, it works, but you're jumping those.
Rest
You
in
should know.
peace.
I
should remember.
I should remember, but it's been so long. It's been
Again.
like-
Spin.
I've dodged them before jumping.
Fly.
Yeah, but you know how you can dodge them every time?
Dance.
It's just keep moving. They won't hit you.
Fifth hit on there. What?
Spin. Slice. Spin. Burn. Dance. Dance. Dance.
You're jumping. Keep warning you about the jumping.
Ooh, okay.
But you
I know.
Spin. Disperse.
Just kill me. Thank you.
Rest in peace.
I could just go get one level real quick.
okay.
Like, I know I don't need it, but I might as well just do it now and make this faster.
Okay.
Talking. Toki saying, you can't come back, you're stuck here forever as I teleport out. Well, he's not
I mean,
looking.
he didn't say that.
That's what he implied. I don't like this zone for grinding.
You don't like what?
This zone for grinding.
Go find a different one then.
Should, but it's probably the best one, to be honest. It is probably the best zone.
Okay.
Get in there.
We're getting there.
So that was actually a slight twist I didn't expect.
Oh?
I mean, once I saw that McGuire was kind of a coward, I'm like, was he really behind all this? I just didn't know for sure. It was the, you know, I didn't know it was the bishop.
Yeah, that sure was a pull from nowhere.
Yeah, it's like, oh, by the way, the bishop's behind all this whole thing the entire time. The entire thing, the entire time.
Yeah.
And it's not like they could have hinted. They could have done a little bit better with that. Maybe put a hint, be like some random item from the boss, or from like the main bad guy was like a cross or something. And it's like I guess McGuire might be religious, but it was actually implying that the people behind the whole thing were actually the priests.
There we go. Maybe.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get it. It was a fast level.
It was pretty fast.
There we go.
All right, let's see.
My
Let's
goal
see
is
how
to
we
go
do
around
now.
twice.
Go around twice. You still have a lot of pages.
Look, I can do it. I believe
Well,
in
obviously you
myself.
can just fill
I
every
knew
save
you'd
slot.
come.
No, I can go grind, and then each of them will be like actually useful.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, mash through this.
At the cast, and yet
At the guy yet? Yeah. What language are you speaking? Is that Latin? Are
But I
you
can't-
actually a demon or summoner of some kind? Oh no, I couldn't have told that from your language speaking.
Turns out we've been fighting you the whole game.
turns out